Today we are starting out strong with the... I almost spoiled the animal. With the underwater animal exhibit already finished. I originally was gonna put them over there, but I decided to put them over here. If you are an avid Zoo Tycoon 2 fan, you probably already know what this animal is, because there's no other animal that eats jellyfish in this game. And of course, I'm talking about the leatherback sea turtles. Sorry for not showing you the design of this exhibit. Again, I'm a little bit anxious to design these exhibits, so I do it in my own time, you know, slowly redoing stuff. Instead of recording the whole process and having to edit the whole thing, I'm showing you the final product. It's actually pretty cool because there's a jeep ride going through it, and it actually stops on an island. Like I said, I was originally gonna go put the turtles here, but I realized we have so much space left. We can very comfortably put the 4-star animal and the 5-star animal at the top side of the park. We get a quest. Dallas Sampson, a famous person, is coming to our park, and we need to take a photo of her eating or drinking, riding the transport sky, the ski lift thing, and also viewing an animal. And with these quests, I just recommend you to place the guest around, so you can actually, because to be honest, I kind of forgotten about her. Unfortunately, this first time we are doing this quest, for some reason she leaves the zoo quite early, so I couldn't take a picture of her riding the sky tram. But here we took a picture of her drinking, not creepy at all. And because we are making a giant circuit for the jeep, I can delete the midsection of the jeep. And look, there's gonna be another secret animal. This is not the sea turtle exhibit. This is the completely different side of the zoo. Though I will concede to you that it is also a pelagic animal. There's not that many of them. And look, sometimes animals just like completely get out of their exhibits. In the meantime, we are taking a picture of Dallas Sampson viewing the Protarchaeopteryxes. This is my glitchiest exhibit still, unfortunately. And of course, from the end of the last episode, here are the Glyptodons. I just placed her at the Glyptodon exhibit, and I still haven't took a picture of her riding the Skytram. But again, like I placed her there, she wasn't riding it. And I had this really cool idea for this second pelagic exhibit. You'll see what animal it is, but the jeep ride is gonna go through almost like underwater the exhibit. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I placed this like section where the jeep goes down, and hopefully it's gonna be cool for the guests. I'm finishing the jeep ride to the turtle exhibit. However, I took a lot of footage of basically just waiting people, trying to get people to stop there. For some reason, people really didn't want to stop at the sea turtle exhibit. But look, the jeep ride, it's a big circle now. Look, the challenge failed because Dallas Sampson left the zoo for some reason. But don't worry, we're gonna get another Dallas Sampson quest soon. Deleting the old jeep tour, kind of sad about it, to be honest. We got a lot of balloons because endangered species have been breeding. And our stupid maintenance workers are not doing their jobs. They're just getting lost in the wilderness, trying to get from one point to the other. And yeah, here I'm connecting the sea turtle exhibit. I should say leatherback sea turtle, because there is another like regular sea turtle in this game. It's a bit lower, I guess, value or popularity than the leatherback sea turtle. And because there is no Marine Mania style for these carts, I decided for the safari style, because it's kind of tropical, you know. I imagine like palm trees with these. I should really place like some palm trees here as well, like I did in the sea turtle, on the sea turtle island. But yeah, just placing some stuff. Music rock, guests like, obviously bins and places where guests can sit. And this is kind of a technique you can use in the game where, of course, like you're gonna use fences to enclose animals, but you can enclose these guest areas, sort of. And it's kind of cool looking. But you'll see, for some reason, guests just didn't want to come here. And also, like, arches are really popular with guests for fun. You have to place this stuff for guests to have fun. Yeah, a little bit more. I don't know if guests can view torches, to be honest. Maybe not. But, yeah, it's an alright, like, guest area. Maybe the Jeep station is too far away from the guest area. And here's another mistake. Like, there's this beluga splash fountain, and the description said that you can place it like that, diagonally or whatever way, and it kind of acts like an arch, like guests can walk through it. But it seemed like to me, guests, like, very few amount of guests want to come here by default, but the beluga splash fountain kind of blocks guests as well, so it might be a bit glitchy. Because I did test kids, or just like any guest, trying to get to the Jeep station, and they always got stuck at the beluga splash fountain, so later on I just moved it. And again, this is the section before the sea turtles. This is just like a non-zoo, non-enclosure part, but I want to make it a bit better, so I put some objects there. Unfortunately, these objects have an upkeep, which is really annoying. But I decided against placing the entire ship there, because I'm gonna place it at the other exhibit. You'll see why in the next episode. Just buying. Look how many guests are waiting at the entrance of our zoo for the jeeps. Again, like, stupid jeeps are getting stuck on stuff and are piling up, which is not good. You wanna space out your jeep tours and your rides so guests can constantly get on it, if you know what I mean. Like, if 5 jeeps are coming in at the same time, they cannot, like, guests are not gonna go up on, like, here we have a lot of guests, but normally it would be stupid to buy 5 jeeps at the same time. Also placing, this is really cool. Look, the waterfall is gonna get or like the mast is gonna divide the waterfall. Buying some more jeeps again, because the other jeeps are stuck at the other side of the zoo, and the tapirs are getting stuck on these bananas. And the stupid, look, there was the staff member, and he's not doing anything in the exhibit. I know I'm not paying them upkeep, and look, I'm just like, here again, I'm trying to see if guests are coming to the sea turtle exhibit, but it's not entirely the splash fountain, the beluga splash fountain's fault that they are getting stuck and not coming here. But look, it's pretty cool. Like, I think honestly, the reason why guests are not coming to the sea turtle exhibit, and by the way, those are leatherback sea turtle eggs there. We already got some younglings here. Like, nobody's getting out, so I'm restarting the game, hoping that it's gonna attract. And look, even the guests can actually view into the exhibit. You can use that tool to check. Placing a dessert cart at the very beginning of the zoo, but look, like, guests are wandering into the desert like stupid idiots. And I think this is the first time guests, like 1 or 2 guests, are gonna get out. Or no, because I haven't restarted yet, right? But it's not just the beluga splash fountain. This is the leatherback sea turtles hatched in the meantime. I was gonna say that because guests can view the animals whilst they are on that tour, I guess they don't want to come and view them this way. And what you can do in this case is you can block the view on those bridges, but I also don't want to do that, because that would reduce the Jeep rating we have, and we would get less donations for the Jeep tour going into the next station. And it's just a pain in the ass. This game is so glitchy, honestly. I bought another Doedicurus because our 2 Doedicuruses from the last episode already had a child, a female, and this game is really clever because, kind of like in real life, animals, if they can, they don't really want to reproduce with their own parents. So I bought another male, Dodicurus. Touching up or like finishing up this other marine exhibit we're gonna have. There aren't that many pelagic animals, and you can probably guess what animal we're gonna buy in the next one. Look how many tapirs we have. I did the same thing. I bought I think like a male tapir and maybe even a female one for the children tapir. Next episode, when we got the animal, I'm gonna place another Skytram here. I know that I could bridge the gap with just pathing, but again, I want guests to use these. Look, we got another Dallas Samson quest. I want guests to use these transports, not only because it's cool, but because they also pay us money sometimes when they get off. And this time around, I was stupid, and Dallas Samson went for a drink, and I didn't photograph her. But we'll see if we can finish up the Dallas Samson quest, because you can also photograph her eating. And again, like in the next episode, at this, I almost said the animal's name. They will go down there and like almost be inside the water tank, which is gonna be really cool. The game's glitching out again, so I'm reloading it. Dallas Samson is, I placed her there. Again, she wasn't riding the Skytram, I just placed her there, hoping that she would go to the other side of the park, and she did. She wanted to get out of this stupid like plateau. By the way, kind of like the sea turtle exhibit, but nobody is going up to that plateau. Everybody's staying here at the tapirs and the Protarchaeopteryxes. They are like 1-star and 1.5-star animals. But look, we took a picture of Dallas Samson doing all that stuff, and we completed the quest. Our zoo is gonna be a little bit more, not famous, but popular. We're gonna get more guests, I guess. And because we are at 3 stars, we unlock new plants. Because in this game, you don't get all the plants at the very beginning. You unlock them. I kind of like that, actually, because you can go back to your old exhibits. I'm placing stuff at this. Again, I almost spoiled the animal name, but I never placed the plants here, wetlands plants. And I'm also gonna go back and place, we got some tropical forest plants, new trees. Because you only start the game with like 1 or 2 trees, and literally like no plants. And for some reason at 3 stars, you unlock like 3 extra tropical jungle plants as well. So we're gonna go back to the tapir and also the bongo exhibit, which is famous for its various plants. I mean, we have plants from the desert, savanna, temperate forest, tropical jungle, because I had to make with what I had, you know. I didn't have, for some reason, tropical jungle plants unlocked, even though it has the most plants in the game. Just placing a couple of stuff here. That exhibit, that wetlands exhibit, with the 3-star animal we are about to buy, is the coolest. You can view the animal from up there. You can view the animals from a jeep tour on the bridge. You can view it from underwater, you'll see. And there's another place where you can view them from like a bridge kind of thing at the other side of the exhibit. And guests actually really like that spider place. They actually come up here even though we have no animals here, just to view the spider thing, because it's so entertaining, I guess. But to be honest, I would do the same. Like, these tarantulas and scorpions are kind of cool. Almost like a different zoo animal by themselves. Again, placing the newly unlocked jungle plants. Like, all the free stuff. That flower, this like banana plant, and the mushrooms, we just unlocked at 3 stars. It's kind of inconsistent. I kind of wish you unlock them earlier, you know, like something at 1 star, something at 1.5 star, etc. So again, our most faithful animals, the bongos, just gonna expand their exhibits a little bit with new plants. We also have this kili tree, but I really hate that tree because it also changes the terrain around itself, so I kind of hate it. Especially in this bongo exhibit, we have so varied terrain. And look, like I said, a lot of guests are coming just to view the tarantulas. And you saw a glimpse of it. What is our 3-star wetlands animal? It's none other than the American beaver. Honestly, one of the most unique animals in the entire game. You can place these pile of branches for them, and they will take those branches, put it into the water, and make an actual beaver dam. But because I placed those stupid branches at the middle of the exhibit, they don't have enough space, so I had to move it, but now they are fine. And look, you can view them from all sorts of angles. The Jeep tour is going through the beaver exhibit, which is really cool on that bridge. Under the bridge, you can go down and view them underwater, or you can go up there next to the spiders and view them from here. And that whatever it's called, that tree with the water flowing out, I didn't want to break the river, so what I did is it's kind of like you have to imagine that the water is stopping at the exhibit there, and it's like sort of like a swamp, wetlands, dead water area, but the water is actually flowing from the trunk into that big this big pond here. Look at the little beaver from underwater. It's so cool. On the water surface. Again, you can view them from up here, the spider, but it's really beautiful also next to the jeeps where the bridges are, to view them from there. But yeah, also have the sea turtle exhibit. I almost thought it was the end of the video, because we're gonna have like a panning shot of this new beaver stuff. Look, it's carrying the little branches. It's gonna make a dam. Thank you so much for watching. I should see you in the next one. Bye bye.